Alright, so after helping Simon kill his brother, we have to now save the prisoner. Or at least find the prisoner first off, and then rescue her.
Roland appeared to kick some butt.
And Roland's here.
Tina, stop it! I miss Roland more than anyone, but you can't just deny.
Yeah, girl, that's cool. Suddenly you're interrupted by the sound of a distant voice crying out in pain.
This way. Release me.
So yeah, she still has this denial phase going on. And here is the prisoner. Heart of Nightmares. Aptly named for what's about to happen.
Alright, roll to see who does the talking.
Is it Brick?
Oh, for the love of
Yeah.
20. I punch her.
Brick, no. She's our only ticket out of here.
Fine. I'll talk to the prisoner.
Oh, we could have punched her.
Release me. I shall show you the way to my father's
Your father.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Finally, I am free to wreak my vengeance upon the world!
Surprise!
Starting with you!
I told you we should have punched her. I told you.
Lightning bolt! My life command!
Probably should have mentioned I kind of only dropped in like I usually do aside from what you just did, so have fun getting killed by my freak-ass daughter, I guess.
So, out of everyone in the game, Tina sort of believes that Angel is the reason why Roland is dead, since he died during the rescue mission to save Angel. So she sort of has this really, really big grudge against Angel, to the point where she made her into a half spider, half human monster that is just like out for vengeance. And phrases like that. I'm to blame for all of this. She just does not like Angel at all. And I think they mentioned that later. But yeah, that's who this prisoner is, if you couldn't tell with the Sorcerer's Daughter. It spoils quite a bit from the main game, but considering this is a DLC of the main game, I'm not really sure why you'd be watching this before watching, or even playing that, the main game. So she has some pretty interesting attacks. The spiders is like a damage over time, a dot as you will, in a straight line. She has a heal. She can also have a shield, and then she goes off and she like uses her little bow and arrow. I think for the most part I kill all the spiders with grenades. I did have to fight her again after the recording session, so I can get to the teleporter to go and try out the headhunters, which I have actually started. So far I've completed 3 out of 5 of them already. They were pretty short. They were much shorter than I expected. Sadly, they did not have little intro cutscenes. I mean, they were only like 2 or 3 missions long, so I don't think they're gonna like have an entire 5-minute cutscene for 2 missions. But yeah, this seems to be the end of the fight right here.
You know what? Fine. Just come on up. For real this time. I'm unlocking the elevator.
Ooh, purple grenade.
We really have to kill the Sorcerer's daughter like that? She wasn't as bad as you seem to think she was.
What? Nah, man, the Sorcerer's Daughter is the worst. If it weren't for her dumb butt, everything would have been fine and nobody would have died.
Case in point.
I'm waiting.
So they do mention the fact that she sort of blames Angel for Roland's death, and she holds kind of a big grudge. Got that weird graphical glitch again. Ugh. Don't know what's causing it. And now it's gone. See, I don't even understand. So anyway, now we just have to ascend the Dragon Keep and kill the Sorcerer. Or at least fight the Sorcerer. Spoilers, we're killing someone in this game. It's the first time we've ever done that, right? Wow, we must have got a pretty high roll to get 2 purples. I didn't see the roll. It might have been a 20. I mean, that's probably the highest roll there is, because it's a 20-sided die, obviously.
Oh, yes. You made it to the tower. Now
And I froze.
from
Good.
my balcony,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
What am I looking for? I kind of wanted to hand in the missions before I went up to the top of the tower, just in case they were going to have more missions for me to do at this place. And I'm pretty sure this red dragon attacks me, because I'm pretty sure there is a fast travel location right there.
You better hurry. If you don't get here quick, my men are gonna bust into your precious little queen's cell and murder her ass. Good luck bringing light back to the world when your savior's
There we
nothing
go.
but a pile of ashes, chumps.
Whoa. You wouldn't kill the queen before we even had a chance to save her, would you, Tina?
I told you, girl. No rules.
No rules. No mercy, no rules. So yeah, I wanted to go back to the Flame Arc Refuge to hand in a bunch of missions. I think it's like 3, but regardless, I kind of wanted to just wrap up everything before I go and fight the boss.
Felicitousness. Who the hell talks like that?
Apparently you do, my friend. You do that. You do you, boo. This is the crumpets.
Oh my god, I just had the best idea. Crumbled chocolate chip cookies over a salad.
Ew.
Whatever floats your boat, kid.
Ew. That's just weird. Okay, so we just had to go back to town. I think this is the end of the mission. Usually when a game tells you to go back to another location, I assume this is the end, but it could possibly be more. I don't remember there being more to the Game of Thrones mission.
I just sat through a bunch of references I didn't understand. Can you at least reference something I know, please?
Oh, BKB, what's your favorite show?
That one with the rich duchesses, where they're trying to get married.
Oh my god, that show is so good. Okay, Mordecai, a stuffy aristocrat appears.
I think this is Downton Abbey.
Hello.
If you so wish, you may converse with him about etiquette.
My valet is having some trouble. I fear his limp from the war is impairing his ability to properly sort my coats.
Oh my god.
Or is that Sherlock?
Stupid.
You're stupid.
I say, did you hear the lewd rumors about Lady Evelyn?
I don't know. I've never seen Downton Abbey, so I don't know if there is a limped war veteran.
I remember that episode. She totally did.
Last night, one of my servants...
Are we getting
inadvertently
attacked
put
by
blood
a
sauce on my
skeleton?
chicken. The gore, the unmitigated gore.
So good!
I know, right?
You guys are dorks.
I don't think we can talk to him anymore. See, I'm not sure which show that is.
What a douche.
Not sure which show they were referencing. I assume Downton Abbey, maybe? Like I said, I've never seen that, so I don't know if there is a limped veteran servant. I don't know. The fact that he said he had limped, I was like, is that Sherlock? Is he talking about Watson? But then,
Give me a second.
and again, Sherlock is not an aristocrat, so...
This village. Not as much knocking.
Okay, thank you. So let's go back to the Dragon Keep and kill the Sorcerer. I think that's all that's left. But this is going to be a pretty... I think we might be able to kill him in this video. I don't quite remember how I separated the next two, because there are 2 more, 19 and 20. And then we're moving on to the Headhunters, which I might have to re-edit that, because the Halloween one was about 3-4 videos long. If I double check. Well, while I'm killing things, I'm gonna just double check this. So I have 4 for the Halloween one, and then 2 for the other 2 videos. Other 2 videos for the other 2 Headhunters. Because they were really short. They didn't have a lot. Not that that's a bad thing. They were pretty cool, like themed missions. Not sure if they're worth $3. Considering all it was a boss fight. It's weird because the Headhunters, when you first arrive there, the levels is 15 through 35, so 35 is the highest, and it tries to scale towards you, whatever level you're at when you first arrive there. And since I'm I think I'm 42 when I get to some of them, 40, 42, or 41, 42. The highest they can go up to is 35, and that's 6 or 7 levels lower than me, so I can literally just walk in there, one-shot everything, and not have to worry about a thing. I think they get harder in the second or third visit. Maybe some of the other playthroughs, they'll scale higher. Like I think highest is 50. It's just interesting. They're just small little like side quests. Probably should have been doing them during the main game before finishing it, but I don't think I had the headhunters during that time though. I think I got them like after doing all the DLC. Oh, what the? Oh, fire mage. Okay, it's like, why are they shooting fire, like, laser beams at me? That's a fire mage. I think this is the first fire mage we've seen. So far, we've only seen the frost ones, the thunder ones. Very descriptive right there, I know.
I got bored. I'm not gonna lie. I ordered my men to kill the queen anyway. They're probably soccer ball right now. See you soon.
Better hurry.
I thought they were going to pull like a watchman where they already have the queen killed by the time we get up there. Not the case, but it is Handsome Jack, so I wouldn't have put it past him. Brittle skeletons are the worst. They're so tanky, and they just resist every damage, or every electrical damage source. They're just so good at their job, man. They do drop a butt ton of money, though, so... Don't know why I punched him, like... Yeah, fuck you, dude. That'll teach you. Yeah, this is a pretty big tower, and there's a lot of enemies in between. And the boss fight's pretty long. It has multiple phases, which is pretty cool. It makes you feel like you're playing an RPG where it's like, this isn't even my final form, bro. It's like, I don't know if he says that. What is that? The green button? I see it. Does past me see it? I think past me sees it. Nope. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Good job. This is why I get paid the big bucks. I ignore bright glowing green things. And no scope of mimic. Or punch to death. His eye always like confuses me because I always think it's like an item that gets dropped, but it's only his eye that I can't even pick up. What a rough life I live, I know. Ah, here's the boss fight.
You're a bit too late to save your precious little queen, but hey,
Oh, hello.
at least you get to die in unimaginable
Thank you,
freaking pain.
computer.
Here it is, the big boss! Are you sure you don't want to wait for Roland?
We can't wait for Roland because
Time
he's...
left for a boo fight!
Yeah, so the Handsome Sorcerer, he's not horribly hard considering I am several levels higher than him. But he does have several different phases. The first one, I think he summons illusions. And I think he's supposed to be like I don't know if he's a frost mage? Because he's taking quite a bit of damage from my electrical sources. So, don't think he's a thunder mage quite just yet. But now he's the necrotic summon or sorcerer. Now he is pretty much a necromancer, and he can summon things, which I think are, yes, they are skeletons. I think his next phase is a fire mage, and in that one he summons baby dragons, I think. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he has like different phases where he's like, it's not even my final form, bro. It is rather long on this one because he is kind of tanky and just does not feel like dying. Ooh, that was a nice shot. There's some of them he like runs around and he flies, and it's really hard to like do anything to him. Seems to be just summoning a lot of things, but my chain lightning just kills everything, so I don't really have to worry about him. Trying to get some critical hits. Yeah, I literally just have to throw out one grenade and everything dies besides him. And I'm slowed. Quite a bit, actually. I was slowed so much I got hit by my own fucking grenade. Good. And he has screaming skulls? Sure. They're probably doing damage. My campaign does not end here. Go fuck yourself. I've already finished the campaign. I'm in the DLC. But I understand what you meant there, my friend. This is the demonic sorcerer. Yeah, this is the red version. So he's not a fire mage. He's just, there's the baby dragons. He's not the fire mage, but he is red. Close enough. This one has a much weaker resistance to thunder, which is nice. Or electricity, whatever. Thunder, electricity. I mean, I understand the difference, I just don't care. I play too much Pokemon to call it electricity, or to call it thunder. And every like, lightning source is now just thunder to me, even though lightning is the actual damage and thunder is just the sound. I get it. I get it. And I don't think my weapons drops for quite a bit of this fight. So I must be having some pretty lucky RNG. I think that was his final form. Or not? Okay, that was his final form.
You've done it! The handsome sorcerer is dead! And guess who showed up to celebrate? Everyone's favorite invincible knight, Roland!
Invincible.
That's enough, Tina.
You did it. We've won.
And Roland showed up and he was really happy and everyone lived forever and it was great at the end.
Enough! You can't just deny what Jack did to Roland.
Can't hear you.
She's right, Tina.
So do you want to do some side quests or?
We need to accept it. Roland is dead.
I know! I know! But it's my story! And
You know what? It's okay. He doesn't have to go.
Not if you don't want him to.
Yeah, keep going. I actually want
My cat's making this weird noise like she's crying.
thank you.
But she's sleeping, so it's like that
As
weird.
the sorcerer's fatal spell hurtled toward the oblivious knight,
Like she's trying to hold in some
feared
tears.
that only a miracle would save him. But luckily for the knight, a miracle is exactly what he got.
Look who it is. Aw, damn. Bloodwing. Hot damn, he's back.
Hell yeah!
So what did you guys think of that fight? I'm looking for some feedback.
I like the part where we killed him.
That was fun.
I enjoyed it. Mordecai?
It wasn't bad, I guess.
Don't forget though, the queen is still trapped in her cell.
That is true. We have not technically saved her, even though we killed the bad guy. I mean, we saved her from the bad guy, but we haven't actually saved her physically. And she's right here. And you'll be surprised on who she picked to be the
Step
queen.
over the corpses of the unfortunate knights who tried to murder their queen, you know you've come to the right place. For who else could possibly bring the light back to the world? Who else but the most beautiful, most glamorous, and most graceful queen in history?
Yep.
But Stallion!
The diamond horse back from the beginning of the main game is back. As the queen.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
She is beautiful.
And she's dropping a
The
butt ton of
queen
money.
says she can finally cast her magic spell and bring light back to the
And iridium.
world.
That is also a thing.
She's gonna need some iridium to charge her spell. Better feed her some.
Yeah, well, she dropped a butt ton of iridium already. So, I think I feed her and then go pick up the rest. So you need 5. If I can get 5.
Beautiful hooves and with fine-ass hair, Queen Butt
Oh,
Stallion brought
that's right.
light back to the kingdom once and for
Jeez,
all.
I'm bright as fuck. So yeah, that is the light brought back into the world. And I think this is the end cutscene.
The end. So, what did you guys think?
That was really good, Tina.
Hell yeah.
That was honestly pretty fun.
Hey guys, that spy just coughed up the access codes to the Hyperion moon base. Anybody feel like blowing up a space station?
Hell yes, I do!
And so the Vault Hunters and their little psychopath headed back into the wasteland. Back once again in into the world of blood and insanity they'd taken an all too brief
Aww.
vacation from.
I found it weird that Blood Wings is bigger. Well, I guess he has a bigger body, or
Goodbye.
his statue's bigger than
And
Roland.
in the days to come, they'd think of their fallen friends.
So it's so
and the
dramatic.
adventures they shared,
So sad.
both real and imaginary. And they'd remember that no matter how bad things
Oh wow,
got,
Gage and
they were never
Krieg is there.
truly alone so long as they had each other.
I love you guys.
And then Claptrap said something stupid and ruined it.
Rip Claptrap. So yeah, that is the end of Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. Or at least the, so far. I think I have a few missions to wrap up. So yeah, I'm going to probably give my final thoughts on the game here, and then finish up random side missions and whatnot in the next video. Overall, I thought this was probably one of the best DLCs they released, probably in both games. The best out of both games, by far. One, because it gives you some, it gives you a really cool theme. Like the characters can interact with the world and change it and make funny jokes with it. It was kind of super serious at the same time, with Tina trying to get over Roland's death, and you know, because I really liked that idea, and it brought not only character depth to Tina herself, but you sort of saw that everyone sort of, I wouldn't say accepted his death, but like they were getting used to it. They were trying to cope together, and I thought that was really fucking cool. Besides the theme, well, not besides the theme. What am I saying? So the whole premise of the story was really, really good. The theme was amazing. I really love Dungeons and Dragons, so I like the bunkers and badasses. What else? Quite a few side quests. It had a lot of things to do, and I think there's still more with the Queen. What else can I talk about? It is Borderlands. The loot system was, you know, I've already talked about the loot system and how I feel about Borderlands by itself. So what else can I talk about the DLC itself? The chests. So along with the theme they have, I really like the idea that they've changed a bunch of the chests. They do still have some of the crates from Captain Scarlet's, but they also introduced the bigger crates with the dice rolling on the top, where you can hit iridium to, you know, get better loot, which I think is really, really cool. It adds flavor to the game, which is nice. What else? The enemies, they've added some new enemies. A lot of them were sort of just like, I wouldn't say reskinned bandits, but the orcs and dwarves definitely felt like they were bandits, even though they were orcs and dwarves. But I like that they're, you know, they're not fleshing out, but they're changing the character models so it's different visually, and it fits with the theme of everything. The character interaction with the board game itself was really cool, like having people critically fail, having Brick talk to the dwarves and leader and killing him, and having that whole shebang happen. That was pretty cool. What else? I think that's about it. I'm not sure what else I can talk about with the DLC itself. The music was great. It added a lot of different, like, mixes. So you had, I think there was Lord of the Rings, there was Sorcerer Princess, there was, what other songs? There was another one. There was one more that I can't think of off the top of my head. But I like how they're like theming it towards that sort of. The music was sort of alongside their theme of Dungeon and Dragon sort of thing. The whole RPG outlook. I think that's the first time that they've actually really done that in the game, which is really cool that they are starting to have, like, you know, more in-depth and more creative DLCs. The Headhunters, as I've said, will be coming out next. I probably will be releasing the Gobbler one, because I don't think I'll have enough time, because I want to get it out before Thanksgiving, and since there's only 2 videos, I can throw it out on Monday the 23rd, and then have the 2 Halloween ones after that. and I don't think I'm going to be in time to have Christmas. I'm going to be too early for Christmas one, but they will be coming out next time in place of the DLC. And since they are pretty short, I probably will be moving on to another game by December, sometime during the early few days of December, and I'm not sure what I should go with. I'm thinking about doing Red Dead Redemption, but I would need to hook up my Xbox, and since it doesn't have internet, I need to find a way to hook it up to the internet via cables or wireless, so that will be fun to try to figure out. But yeah, that's Tiny Tales DLC. I will probably be wrapping things up, trying to figure out the quote-unquote end game, probably fight the Seraph Guardian. I think I'll try and fight the Seraph Guardian, emphasis on the word try. And I think that's about it. So, like, favorite, subscribe, you know the YouTube stuff, and I hope to see you guys next time, when we either do Headhunters or the next video. Depends on what you guys feel like doing. I'll see you then.